Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. I'm going to be doing the final part of this ephemera folder today, so we'll just jump straight in. I wanted a small pocket down here, so to save on time I just did it off camera. I did a collage onto plain paper and then decoupaged how we've done over the entire folder, and this little pocket is just going to go down here. Let's get rid of the little bit of dry glue from overnight. So, how are you all? I hope everyone is well and that you're not too freezing cold. Oh, it's so cold out. I popped to the shop earlier and it was just freezing. So since I'm not going out all day today, I just got into instead of getting ready, I just got into another pair of pyjamas. So yeah, I'm here with my gym jams on today because it's so cold getting out of the bath, and you know when you think, well, I'm not going nowhere and I'd rather be warm and cosy. So yeah, I'm having a pyjama day today and it's lovely and bright out, but yeah, just absolutely freezing, but it's cosy indoors. Right, so we've got that low pocket there and a nice deep pocket here. So I'm going to want to make some ephemera to go in there. Why I wanted this positioned right here was because I thought if you're including something, oh, that's caught up in a lead. If you're including something, say like boho bead or a tassel or just a couple of charms or something, we could have them at the top and they'll be hanging over the front when it's closed. Yeah, all ready to go to their new home. Right, so I'm just going to space out the holes. And one there and one there. There we are. So I've got 4 holes at the top. Let's just grab an ironing or 2. 4 actually. So yeah, I feel a lot better now than I was, but I gave myself a couple of days of just doing absolutely nothing and just resting, just complete rest, and it's made me feel so much better to have those couple of days where I didn't do anything at all. I didn't have to go nowhere, I didn't do any work. Yeah, I just read. And what else to do? Oh, I binge watched things. Just don't really watch TV. I do listen to a lot of podcasts and documentaries, but I rarely watch what's going on. I'm just listening while I'm doing stuff, you know. But yeah, I sat and, well, laid in bed really and watched things that you can't just listen to, that you do need to have your eye on it. So yeah, I've done that really, binge watched. Right, so not perfectly straight, but they're fine because we're going to have things hanging from them. So I think I'm going to put a big ring in each one, and then whatever is going to be included in this can clip on to the big ring, and yeah, and it'll hang nicely. So we'll just use some of these larger size jump rings and just attach them, and then yeah, with the with whatever's going to be included on with the ephemera going to a new home, or even if you're organising bits you've made, you know, if you've made some bits that coordinate, like if you made, say this folder is predominantly blue, so if I kept blue ephemera in it, anything that I've made that hasn't gone anywhere yet can be hanging just there, and from a little lobster clasp, and you know exactly where it is. Right. So yeah, it can either be for organising your own stuff or sending stuff to others. Right, if I can get that jump ring in, which I can't, it seems to be alive. Right. Oh, there we are. And yeah, I never use these great big massive ones, so it's giving them a little job to do now, isn't it? Because yeah, I never use them, and then when I run out and have to buy new ones, these are always the size that I've got left. This biggest size and the very smallest size, because the very smallest size, although it's perfect for jewellery making and whatnot, for my shaky hands, the smallest size is just ridiculous. Plus as well, I'm getting older, my eyes ain't what they used to be, so it's either that they're so small that I can't put nothing, thread nothing through them, or keep my hands still enough, or that I just can't see properly. Right, so we've got our 4 rings up there, and then yeah, say we've got something like this. We'll put a lobster clasp at the top, and it can just clip on. So I'll come to that in a minute. I just want to make a couple of bits of ephemera to go in here, and yeah, I think what I'm going to do is we'll do a nice big A4 sheet of collage, and then we can cut that down to make a few little tags. Right, so I've got a bit of this, which is a bit marked, but on the other side is perfect, so it's great for our collage. So I've got the tear ruler, I've got a couple of bits of scrap, but not enough to cover the whole bit. I'll have to have a little rummage, but I'll just move that glass to the side so that I can tear nicely. So I've got a bit here of paper I've dyed, and I really like the markings, so I like this dark edge formed by the ink pooling at the edge, so I'm going to use that as an edge down there. So I'm going to need something to glue on. There we are. And yeah, start that off for our collage. I haven't inked it. Well, those tears can be covered because we're right at the corner. So those 2 edges will be covered because I forgot to ink. So let's grab, I'll grab the light blue, and it's a little bit more universal than the darker one, although it don't matter, does it? But the dark blue is very dark, so I've got these lovely markings on this bit, which I absolutely love. And sometimes you get these markings and you probably couldn't get them again if you tried. Do you know what I mean? I do like to experiment when I'm dyeing, with different inks or different diluting. Like I'll get a blue I like, and then I'll dilute it a bit more though for somewhere else. And yeah, I just don't like to experiment with different thicknesses of ink, different colour, drying them in different ways, and yeah, you do end up with some really cool results. So that is a good fair big bit. I've also got this lovely bit of sheet music that I don't want to lose too much of that edge. There we go. Just the very slightest bit off of there, which was cool. And I just want the very, very smallest bit off of that edge as well. Yeah, like that, that's cool. Just working out, so I don't want to go too small with the bits and pieces. So that'll be quite nice there. So yeah, I hope everyone is doing well and having a lovely start to the week. Well, we're midweek, aren't we? Yeah. So, like I said, I've gave myself plenty of rest, which is why I don't know what what day it is. But yeah, I needed it, I think. And now I'm all bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, as my mum would say. Okay, I thought, you know how I like to have things under control. Well, I ordered a birthday present ages ago, literally ages ago, before Christmas, and her birthday ain't till February, but it's still not come, and we have been having terrible delays at our sorting office due to every 5 minutes they've got a new outbreak of the lurgy. So yeah, we keep getting delays because of that. And you know, when you think, oh surely, come on, like so many things have gone missing. I've had to get on to Amazon, like where I've ordered loads of stuff from, but other shops as well, like JD, I had big delays on. My son's Christmas present didn't come, well his main Christmas presents, didn't come till a couple of days before Christmas. So you can imagine the stress I was feeling because of that, because I like to have all my Christmas shopping done by the beginning of November so that I'm not worrying about anything. And having those big long delays, oh now I'm not sure whether I want that side or that side. But I can both. I might go that way, it's a little bit darker. So yeah, I had big delays before Christmas, which was for me traumatising. Not gonna lie, actual traumatising, because every day I kept thinking I'm gonna have to go out, find something else, because I can't rely on the post. And every day being told, well just wait and see. I can't wait and see, it's me. It's me we're talking about. Waiting and seeing ain't really an option. But yeah, it it turned up for Christmas anyway. So yeah, it wasn't as big a drama as I was making out. But for me it was. The struggle was real, let me tell you. But yeah, so I'm waiting on a present to arrive, and it's at the beginning of February, and we're nearly there, and so I'm sure I'm going to have to buy something else and put a birthday present away. If it eventually comes, put it away for Christmas. Right, oh, I've just knocked a bit that I sorted out onto the floor. I want a small bit this time for down here. Right, and then I can use a bigger bit of this somewhere else. Oh, well, maybe not. I've just made the chair go wrong. That bit will be alright for there, and then yeah, that bit can go up here. So it's all worked out. Right, let's just pop that to one side. And so yeah, I'm going to have to start looking for something else, which is a pain, because we can't go out. So, well, you can go out for food shopping, but, so, and in big supermarkets, you can get things, can't you? You can get stuff that isn't food, but not really anything that I want to get my mum for her 81st birthday. So yeah, I'm pondering what to do, because Amazon are the ones that have made it late. So I don't know what to do at the minute. I am a pondering, but I can't be pondering for long, because I've got to order something else and then hope that that arrives in time, which at the minute ain't great, is it? It's not the ideal thing. Hang on, let's grab another bit of something. That's quite nice from here. Yeah. I've got a couple of smaller bits that we had the other day. Let's not forget them. And yeah, I want this bit incorporated into like a journaling card. So I want the collage to go right up there, so it all goes well in our folder. Maybe that bit, although I could have that somewhere else. Maybe another piece of this up there. That fits in quite nicely. Or I've got the wider bit. Yeah, that's a better fit. That is the better fit. We'll have that. And then I think I'll position the couple of bigger bits and then overlap them with our smaller bits. Right. And then once that's done, I've got a very small piece of Lisa's, what's it called? A baking paper thing, which I forgot to link last time. So I'm going to write myself a message now. Right, just quickly. Link Lisa. Link Lisa. Paper underneath. Otherwise I'll forget. I'll think, what Lisa? What have I got to... I'll confuse myself. Right. Get rid of this big bit. And yeah, I've got a little bit of that left, so I thought I'll cut out a couple more butterflies, as I did before, and position them over this. And then maybe get a bit of napkin as well, and do that. Yep, that's nice. And so, yeah, I thought if I do that, and then we can cut it down once it's all done and thick into matching tags and journaling cards to what our folder was. Right, yeah, that's nice. I'm going to have a bit of this there. Right, and this is really old paper. I think it's out of a quotes book, and it was a great big thick book, just full of pages and pages of quotes. So I've still got a ton of it, but yeah, it's great for pulling out and dyeing in different colours, or with coffee and tea and that, because it's like, you know, when you've got those old books and the paper's very thin and they're enormous and it's like a never-ending book. That's what this will probably be like. I'll probably be dyeing it and creating different effects with it when I'm still drawing my pension. When I'm not still, I mean when I am drawing my pension. I'm not as old as that yet. Right, I'm gonna have that maybe about there. Let's use another bit of this. Yeah, maybe about have that there. Oh, hang on. I prefer, this goes better, this colour scheme. And that can go right there. Oh, I'm molting. Yeah, I'll have that there. And then we can use the smaller bits and bobs to cover any little gaps, or to just overlap and break up these large pieces. Right. Yeah. And so, right, get that done. So yeah, I'm thinking I'm going to order my mum something, but now I've got to totally rethink, haven't I? Because when the other thing eventually turns up, I don't, if I order the same thing, then come Christmas, I've got the exact same thing to give her that I ordered for her birthday. So now I'm thinking I've got to totally rethink, and if it doesn't turn up, then that's fine. Like if it I think I'll come over here that bit. Yeah, if it don't, no, I'll use that bit there. Yeah, if it doesn't turn up, that's already been inked, then I can order that thing later on in the year. But if it does turn up and I've already bought one that gives me a definite time, like when you order things and it's next day delivery, then yeah, I don't really give her the same kind of thing twice. So I'm trying to think of something different, because she don't watch YouTube, she hasn't got the internet. But yeah, it was a really nice necklace, bracelet and earrings that I found for her. But then, yeah, they've gone missing. I don't know where they are. But so many things this has happened with. And I was saying to my friend the other day that I'd ordered something, it had ages and ages ago, and I'd said, oh, I never got it and everything, and then just the other day it turned up, and when I'd ordered it months ago, which was odd. And so I know that this can happen, because it just does. So yeah, I'm just trying to mull over what to do for the best. Right, so we've got complete coverage now, and so I've got this little bit of Lisa's paper left. That's all I've got. So I'm going to see how many butterflies I can cut out of that, and then yeah, get a bit of napkin or two, and we'll see what it looks like then. Right, I've got some lovely butterflies. Let's grab some glue. And oh, I'll just stick these on even there. Right, I'm going to come up here because I know I definitely want that piece there. So I'm going to come up here and position that there, I think. Right. And they look so lovely cut out of this paper, because they're so delicate, and even once it's stuck down you can see how delicate they are. And that paper is just such a lovely colour as well. She's just so clever, because it's beautiful, this paper. And I've still got a couple of bits in different, and you can see that there's a little bit of sparkle, and that they just really are beautifully done, and they feel really lovely, and yeah, so versatile as well. I love them. So yeah, if I can't remember, but I don't think I remember to link below last time, which okay, we'll go back and do, but yeah, I'll link below in this one definitely. I've written myself a note so I don't forget, because yeah, it's not fair. She's done these papers beautifully, and yeah, deserves every bit of credit for them, because yeah, they're just fabulous. So thank you, Dawn, for sending them to me, because yeah, I'm hooked now. I'll have to be getting some myself soon, because yeah, this is the last bit of that blue. It's all gone now. I've got a little bit of some other colour left, but yeah, that's the blue gone. But they are beautiful, and they do dry really lovely. Right, so I've done that. I'll see what we've got napkin wise, maybe like for the odd blue flower here and there, and then we can just dry it off and cut it down. Right, I couldn't find much in the way of blue flower. I found hydrangea, but they was way too big. So I've got this one out again. I'm not going to use that whole scene. I'm going to use some of the Folder here and there, and I also found this paper that I dyed ages ago out of my girl's own annual, which is really old but really wonderful, and it took this colour fabulously. So I'm gonna position some bits of this here and there, because it's nice and thin, and I think it will complement what we're doing really well just here and there. So I want to tear strips in different directions and different sizes. Let's see. Right, grab that ink again. And yeah, I'll do this first and then do the decoupage with the bit of napkin. Right, so I was thinking this could go over here, although I don't want to cover up too much of that. So I've changed my mind in a split second and I'm going up there with it now. Yeah. Yeah, like that. Because that's really lovely the way it picked up the dye. So I don't want to cover up my hard work. So yeah, we'll just go up here. And oh, I've got that lifting a little bit. That's it. And right, I'll use this bit. And where are we going to go? Maybe I could go along that join there, like that. No, come down there. I like that there. So I'll have that a bit shorter. Right. And yeah, I'm just going to pop that down the bottom. Just there, I think. Yeah. Maybe, oh, maybe a bit of this down here to break up some of that. No, if I make it more of a square. And we'll have a bit here and a bit over there. And then that'll be it for this. So, yeah, a bit like that. And the other square I'll have down here. And then we can decoupage a couple of little spots. Right. There. Right. Right. Oh, I'm sorry if my camera keeps moving. Me screw-on thing is going all weird. So I might have to get a new camera clamp. It just keeps moving on its own. Right. Just take this whole bit off. Right. There's the straight edges. I should really take the back off as well before I go round the whole way. And napkin stuck to me now. There we are. Is that both layers? Yeah, I think it is. Right. So both ends are removed. I've just got to go along this straight edge here. it. And then just, it's only going to come off in pieces because it's the edge. But, oh dear, this is long, isn't it? It's drying out. Oh, just don't want that straight edge. I'll tear there. Maybe I'll keep that straight edge to go along a straight edge here. That sounds like a plan. Because I'm just going to have it dotted here and there. But yeah, it can butt up to at least one edge, can't it? Yeah. Well, put that bit there. Yeah, I might try and tear out a bit of the hydrangea, but I thought the flowers looked a bit big, and then I had some tiny blue flowers, but they was a bit too small. Unless I just tear out a strip of them, that might be an idea. Right, so I think we'll go in here and pop that there. Yeah. And we'll have a bit over here. Overlapping those. Not covering up the butterfly though. Right. And right, where else shall we go? Maybe in there. Yeah, and we can still see the music and the words through those. I like how they look. Was there anything else on here I could use? Could possibly use the sun, but no. I'll grab the hydrangea paper. Could have a bit like that along this bottom edge. Let's see. Or at the top edge possibly. Up here. Although I don't really want to go over a butterfly. But that probably would be the best edge, I'm thinking. So yeah, maybe it will just cover that butterfly a bit, or button up to it. Yeah. Right, I just need to get the back off again. Oh, that's the end of the roll. Oh, and it's not sticky. I have to use something else, another bit. Although this is a really nice one. I'll just use a little bit of that. I've given most of them to the kids to use. Olivia loves making pictures out of washi tape. I did have way too much, so I did sell some in the summer. When, well, or the spring, whenever it was, we was allowed out of lockdown, and me and Jamie done boot sale, didn't we? Well, I say we, he really done it. I did go for company, but then spent a lot of time sleeping or sitting in the car. I did have a wander around and get a couple of little bargains that I found at the boot sale. I found him a couple of paperweights, because he collects those. And then, yeah, when he knew that there was a stall with paperweights, that's the only time he left me on my own, was to go and look at paperweights, or to go and get us a coffee, which was a ruse to go and look at paperweights. Because, right, there we are, it's all nice and dry, so I'm just gonna trim off that edge of napkin. And right, now we can slice it up where we want our tags and journaling cards. So, right, I'm thinking take a big wedge off there and then cut that in half. Let's see. Oh, sorry for that squeak. Right, so then I've got a little journaling card there, and that'll be like a sort of fat, dumpy little tag. And then round about the same kind of size, maybe. No. And then oh, sorry. Now we can make these into nice little tags of varying sizes. Oh. Like that. We've got a great big one there. I've got a bigger dink. There we are. It's just a little bit bigger, or just a different angle for that great big fat one. What I better see though is if it fits in the pockets. Right, I do apologise if the angle or whatnot has totally changed. My camera just fell off. Right, so I'm going to get the darker blue again. Oh, and yeah, I've got that because I've got some flowers that I thought will zhuzh these up a bit more. So, let's see. I thought maybe that one there. This big fat one, I thought we could have that going across, either up or the middle, the bottom maybe. Oh, I think the bottom with the curve just under that butterfly. Yes, so that's a decision. And right, let's see. Maybe that one there. Or that one, I think, is better. And like, I don't need one on everything. I think that one's fine on its own with the big butterfly. Might have that one on there. And then this little bit, I could have like coming from the top. I could cut a bit off. I could have coming from that direction. That might be nice from that direction. Then we've still got these little ones, bits of blue. Or so I don't want it down here because of the butterfly. I'm thinking maybe like that. Yeah. So we'll have it a little bit hanging off. Yeah, I'll stick that one on first, because that one's gonna need trimming. Right. Oh. Right, so have it there-ish, come off a little bit. And where's my scissors? Oh. And just come round that curve. Oh. Oh. Right. And yeah, I like that. I can redo that corner. Right, that's that one. I can ink it in a minute. I didn't want anything on that, did I? Actually, let's get our ink, and I just want to go around the edge here. I might have to grab that green as well to go around the other one. I'll have a couple of ones. Right, yeah, I like that there, I like that. So that's all good. And I should get out some trim as well, shouldn't I? I'm going to come up a little touch actually there, so that I can add some trim on the bottom of that one in a minute when that's dried. I'll get another dobber. Oh, me sticky has come off. Let's stick that back on. It can be drying while we're inking, because it's so handy to keep them like that. Then I've always got the right bit of foam for each colour, and yeah, it's just so much easier, and it means I have to have a lot less stuff. Like when I was trying to have makeup sponges in every different colour, I ended up with you know the boxes that your washing tablets come in? I ended up with 3 of them full of different colour daubers, whereas now I've just got bits of sponge on Velcro on every colour that I've got, and then for my main favourite colours I've just got a pot of brushes for my favourite colours that I use brushes for. But yeah, it for someone like me that hasn't got a massive big room that I've got to keep stuff like that, 3 bulky boxes just for daubers is just too much room really. And this takes up no room at all, because it's just where in the box with the inks, instead of a box of inks and then 3 boxes of sponges. So yeah, streamlined and efficient. That's that's what I look for when deciding on things to have in my craft room, what supplies to buy, and also how I'm gonna store stuff. But I mean, it'd be lovely to have a ton of room, But I don't think I've done bad with the way I've designed my space and the way I use all my storage, you know. Especially since I've redone it. But yeah, like, I gave loads away, like charity shop and that, and then when I moved here I realised that I'd been no way ruthless enough, and so that's what, in the summer or spring when we did a boot sale, I made up bags that had like 10 moles of washi in that I was selling for 50p, or some bundles of, like, say, ribbon in colours that I'm never ever going to use, and that I made up bundles of a yard of each, and they was like 50p, so you got like 10 yards really for 50p, or some of them was £1. And some of the scrapbook, I had loads of 6x6s, right, that I'd bought, because they sell them in the pound shop, right, but they don't have a big variety in the pound shop, and they would have a 6x6 pad that had one pattern, possibly two, that I liked, but because it's the pound shop and it's £1, I used to buy them for, what, you get 3 pages of each pattern, so I'd buy them for 6 pages and then have the rest of it left with like 24 pages still left, something like that, of paper that I didn't like, that I weren't going to use. So I sold them in bundles as well. Well, the ones that I bought here, when I thought, because there was some of them that I gave away to the charity shop before I moved, but there was quite a few that I kept thinking, oh, I might use them papers, but then I'd lived here a year and not used a page out of any of them papers, so that's when I thought, you've got to be ruthless, girl. And I sold ones at the boot sale, and then this time, like, of spring cleaning, I just bagged up what was good stuff, but stuff that I would never ever use. And my son-in-law, when he picked up my granddaughter's birthday presents, I said, look, do you want to take it home? Because my granddaughter used all stuff like that. And then the rest of it I've bagged up, put away. The stuff that I didn't throw away, I've put away, and as soon as charity shops open again, I've got a big bag that they can have, but it's out of my craft room now, or my dining room, and just away in the cupboard, because I know that that's going to a new home, you know. Yeah, I think I've really done well with the space that I've got, because when I first moved in, when my niece brought me to you get the keys and you see the place for the first time at the same time. So you're seeing it for the first time and they're giving you the keys. Oh, I cried my eyes out. And it was Christmas Eve, when you're supposed to be all happy. But yeah, for me, I was so grateful to, like, have IKEA. I'm just checking that I've inked all around these. Yeah, I know some people don't like IKEA and that, but I had to change the way I worked. Like the desks that I did have, I ended up like giving them away, because I didn't have the space or anywhere for them, you know. You can't have great big row of desks and then nowhere to eat, you know. So yeah, I had to give them away and get a fold down desk, which is what I'm on now for my IKEA. I mean, it's up most of the time, you know, because there is room for us to sit at the table and have my desk up, you know. So I've not got to collapse it down every night, how I did think originally I was going to have to do. But yeah, I collapse it down when we're having more of us around the table, like if all of my family are here. And like over Christmas, I collapsed it down and left it down for a couple of days over Christmas. But, oh, so I think that's the post. Right, sorry for the interruptions. I think maybe just a bit of this going across there is going to look nice. So that's what we'll have. And maybe stick a flower or two along the vine, because that always looks pretty. Right, let's see. Oh, let's pull that along. Untwist it. Oh dear. Right. Let me pull that. That's lovely. Right, I'll get rid of that bit of stalk there and that bit there. Right. And yeah, I think we'll have a couple of flowers. I'm not sure if I've got any of those resin ones in here. Oh, hang on. Right, there's one. I'll have to grab my neutral trims. And just have a couple. Yeah, 3 might look nice. So one at the start there. We'll have one at the end here. And I'll pop one in there as well. Right, so just rest that there. Oh, and let me turn it a bit so that I've not got those threads showing. Oh, I've just flicked one away. Right, we'll have that there. Just nestling down there. Right, and I'll just cut another one, and then I'll look for the one that I flicked off the desk. I'll look for that when I've finished and I'm tidying up. Right. We'll have that one there, like that. Pull that leaf out a bit so that they're proper nestling on the vine. And although this is for something else, I love the look of that really thick one. So I'll just use a bit of it. And I'm making it more difficult for myself by not cutting it now, but I don't want to waste any. Right. Alright, let's see. I'll just cut that there. Oh, that's lovely, lovely thread. Yeah, Lavinia stamps, and you can just buy little colour bundles obviously this is one of her blues. There's another greeny blue pack there. It's really beautiful for a peacock journal, that'll be. But yeah, I won't use any more until I've made the dream catchers, and then because otherwise I'll waste all my trims that I've ordered for those. Right, so I'm only going to do a couple of these now because of time. I'm noticing that I've been just faffing about forever. And the actual folder is finished, and it, so I think I'll just get this bit through, and then I'll pop these bits in already, and I'll finish the rest off later. Right, so I've popped our ephemera in there. I've added some dangles. This one, the wooden button, is on a bulb pin, but the other three are on lobster clasps. And yeah, you can just see there's a little thing of beads with a little charm and a bauble on the end, and yeah, one of those Mille Fiori charm things from BB Craft, and a nice big key. Right, and so all I'm going to do now is punch an hole and we'll set an eyelet. And as you can see, I've got this trim here. Well, it's a bit of sari silk. It's not from that pack that I just got from Lavinia Stamps. It's a bit that that I dyed the other day because I knew I'd be needing it for this. So I just dyed a bit. I need to, oh, that's what I need to do. I need to order some food colouring because I'm out of most of the colours. So what I thought, instead of doubling up and using loads of this, I'm just going to tie it in a double knot. And just before I pull that tight, I'm going to add the littlest blob of glue there, like that, and then it's not going to work itself loose. Once that glue's dried, it'll just keep that knot forever, because I need to trim it quite close so it don't look ugly. So I'm just going to have that coming round, and it just needs to poke in a little bit. Just to do it up. And then we've got a lovely gift for someone with charms for their journal, and that nice button that they can sew on, and the ephemera that we made inside. So I think that'd be a really nice present for someone. So I hope you enjoyed it. I know it was quite long just to make something so simple, but it was nice, and I think I'm going to do some in other colour themes as well. So maybe folding out a bit different, and that we could sort of see what we can come up with next time. Something that's a similar thing for sending or storing ephemera, but we'll have it in a different way. So I'm looking forward to that actually. I hope you enjoyed this. And yeah, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate every single one of you. And yeah, Lavinia Stamps, I'll put up some photos when I've finished them. I'll put up some photos on my coffee and my Instagram, so yeah, look out for them. And I'll be back with something very soon. I love you loads and I appreciate you all. Bye for now. Have a lovely week.